I'm in next looking at the school shoes to see if there's anything remotely barefoot friendly. My son's just passed me these because he thinks that they might be barefoot. But unfortunately, they still displace the toes. They're very tapered, and considering that the size is an EU23, which is a tiny little infant 6, the heel rise on it is just disappointing to say the least, and there's not any flex in it really, just a tiny little bit in the toe joint. But of course, as you know, we've got 29 muscles in our feet and they all need to be moving. When children are wearing school shoes all day, that's a long time to have the feet restricted like that. For example, this Mary Jane patent option again has the chunkiest heel. It's just completely unnecessary for children. This is a 1, so children in that sort of size are going to be like age 7, maybe 5 to 7 years old. Why do they need a heel rise which just raises their heels off the floor, takes their feet off the floor, so they lose out on the sensory perception that the floor gives them, so that their brain therefore can't work out exactly what kind of floor is underfoot. It also displaces their hips and puts a lot of pressure on the calf muscles too. It's completely unnecessary, and not to mention these of course displace the toes, which again affects balance. So if you want decent school shoes, I do have a playlist on school shoes which you can go and have a look at on my TikTok or a highlight in my Instagram. You'll see brands like Be Greater. These shoes here are £30. Be Greater start at around 36, so for the extra £6 it's definitely worth looking at Barefoot shoes, which are an alternative, healthier option for little feet. Lots of people often comment on my videos to say that school shoes aren't actually as triangular as I think they are, but just take a look at these. These are very triangular. These are again very triangular. They point the toe into the centre, so they don't allow enough room for the toe to stay straight. So all of these for boys are extremely tapered. Unfortunately, the same is true for the girls section. Just look at how tapered these are, and it's not a case of if you just buy a few sizes bigger then it will be fine. Unfortunately, even if you do buy a few sizes bigger, they still have this angle where restricting the toes. So definitely don't recommend sizing up, especially the fact that they are so rigid as well. You'll end up just walking on skis, which again is another risk for tripping. If you're interested in learning about barefoot shoes and improving your foot health, do give me a follow and go and check out my highlights where you'll find lots of different playlists and different collections of shoes.